CRIS allows us to look at large amounts of information in patient records more easily. This means that we can identify patterns and trends from real life situations, and it's easier to figure out what works for some people and doesn't work for others.
The electronic system takes the names, the dates of birth and other identifying information out of the record so it can be used for research. It would be impossible to look through paper records without seeing some information that would identify the patient.
When I went to the first meeting, I was really excited to discover the potential that this could have. Using D-CRIS means that instead of just doing research on our local population, any research trials that we have will be across the 1 million population that are part of the D-CRIS group. That means we've got more people into the research trial. The bigger population group and more people in the research, it gives real power to the research. That's power in a technical sense, meaning it's got much greater validity, but also much more powerful in terms of its impact for the patients that they serve.
One study we've been involved in looks at the patients with a diagnosis of schizophrenia. Are there particular drugs that are associated with less time in hospital than other drugs? My colleagues have been involved in another project looking at the trends in diagnosis of dementia, and they've been able to look at the rates of diagnosis over the last few years, and they've also been able to look at the individual symptom types that are most common, and that would be something that would be impossible using paper records.
For example, we've been linking information from patients who have both mental illness and cancer to see whether mental illness has an impact on cancer survival rates. CRIS can do this in a way that won't identify you.
And so we hope that this anonymisation system will help us to fulfil two of the pledges in the NHS Constitution, and one of those is to anonymise data collected in the course of routine clinical care and to use it to improve research and the care of others. And the other is to inform patients of studies, research studies, that may be relevant to them if they want to take part.